Happy June! We've made it. It is officially the 1st through the 6th in this video. So, a couple things going on in astrology. There's 3 things in particular for this coming week. Also, we are in Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde. You're feeling it all, right? And we just had this total lunar eclipse and full moon in Sagittarius last week on Wednesday. So we're eclipsing things out, and this happens over a period of a couple different weeks. Plus we have a solar eclipse in the new moon in Gemini on the 11th this month, which is all part of it. So lots of looking back from last year in December and in June. What were you doing? What were you beginning? What were you trying to do? It's all going to start kind of coming up now. So just kind of take a little peek back and notice a little bit, right? So the first date I need you to mark down is the 2nd, and Venus goes into Cancer, and this goes through June 27th, and we're really gonna want to be cuddled up on. We're gonna want to snuggle, connect with our family and friends who mean the most and we're most comfortable with. It's all about self-care, nourishment, nourishing our souls, nourishing those we love, just taking care of each other, really. So go with the flow with this, because it's really like heart-centered energy around it. And I like it because I just love Cancer energy. It's just so in touch with everything. So the next day is Thursday the 3rd, and we have Sun and Saturn trining, and we also have Venus and Jupiter trining. So it's kind of like clear ideas are coming in, and we have this like very positive, loving energy with that Venus influence, and then that Mercury in retrograde. We're kind of looking at it in a different way, going, yeah, but everything's kind of coming in clearer that day, even being a Mercury retrograde. So I like that. Also, happy birthday to all the Geminis. I'm so sorry I didn't start with that. Whoa, it's your time of the year. This is your time to shine. This is your new beginning, your start of the year. So think about what you want to create and put your energy towards, because this is when it starts to create and manifest for you quicker than the average time of year, right? So the last day to mark down, so also Thursday is just a good energy. Sorry, I'll get back to that. It's just a really good energy, so flowy and very connected, okay? And then Saturday, Mercury and Neptune are squaring, and Mars and Pluto are in opposition. So this is a day to just kind of go within with that kind of Venus and Cancer vibe. Like, go within, let people talk what they want to, because Neptune can be a little confusing and mixed messages can come in, especially with that Mercury and retrograde influence. So with all that mishmash, people might be talking a big game or over-promising or not hearing people correctly. So Saturday, kind of like step back a little bit, okay? And then Mars, Pluto opposition, those two are some of the like most heated planets. So it's not a day to try to communicate what you want to start. It's not a time to start anything anyways, because we're in Mercury retrograde plus Saturn retrograde. This is like step back, observe, feel it out, reflect, review what you've done before, what works, what doesn't work, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, and kind of put a pulse on a new beginning, right? A new way of doing something, a new outlook. So it's a great time to review things and renew things if it really worked for you, you know, last June, last December. What were you trying to like create and cultivate, right? So kind of look back and see if there was something to it, right? Okay, so I already pulled the cards because I want this video to be short, quick, simple, to the point, because I really want to say everything and you not be overwhelmed by all the messages. So keeping it short and sweet and simple. So the 1st and 2nd I love this. 9 of Cups and the Death card came out together. So this is like wishes being fulfilled. You're celebrating something. You just need your 10th cup to be totally complete. And it looks like you're putting an ending to something. So maybe this is part of that lunar eclipse that we just had, the total eclipse, where you're deciding that what was isn't going to be, and what will be is worth the time. And you're actually celebrating that, realizing this chapter is closed. It's time for this new beginning. This offer opportunity, this idea, this feeling, it's just feelings. Like you are just feeling celebratory, just positive. It's so positive. If you could just feel this, there's nothing negative about the Death card with this. This is just saying you are letting go of what was, so you can be in this moment completely. So the beginning, first and second, love on yourself and celebrate. Just don't overdrink. This is also like you jumped in the bottle too heavy. So if you are a drinker, watch yourself, because you might want to do that more so on the first and second. It's true. Okay, then we have the third and fourth. Of course, a little bit of conflict there, maybe more so internally. I feel like this is very internal, maybe a little outside influence of some like headbutting. Again, we have that Mercury retrograde, but I feel like really it's internal. Like whatever you're letting go of, it's hard because you're not used to it. So it's these conflicts, like how do I go forward with this? How do I let that person know how I feel? I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to do whatever it is. This is very like, it's the 5 card. It's all about change. That's what this year is all about, right? And so being in eclipse season, you're going to start having to get real with that and let things go, okay? So middle of the week, get out of your head and see if it's really something to let yourself get overwhelmed with, because there's no need. And end of the week, we have the World card. So again, a cycle is ending. It's complete. You've done it. You learn the lessons. You're starting a new cycle, which really goes right in tune with everything. So if something comes out on Saturday the 5th with that Mercury-Neptune square or Pluto-Mars opposition, where you're like, I just needed that set in stone. They talked crazy again. Or I'm just really feeling conflicted about it enough where I don't want to waste my time. You're going to feel it. This is very earthy energy. I mean, it has everybody's sign in it really, but it's really saying you've done the work, you've needed to complete certain things, and you've done it. You've come full circle. It's over. Like, don't waste your time anymore. You're just going to keep going in circles if you do. And it's saying that you've done it. You're finished. It's time for the next one. So I really love it. All in all, you're starting really positive, getting in your head, because again, it's hard to really close a cycle down and let go. People don't like to let go. Well, reflect on that, right? Because we're in that review season for the next couple weeks. So anyways, all right, so let's get into it a little bit deeper for earth signs, fire signs, water signs, and air signs. So you can kind of know how this energy will affect you personally a little bit more in depth than just the general. So earth signs, you have 3 of Swords. The feeling I get from this is definitely like conflict in the head, but also heartbreak. It is the heartbreak card. It's usually like being stabbed in the heart. You couldn't believe it happened, but really what I'm feeling from it is like something happened in life. Maybe it's just letting this go and closing up this cycle and not wanting conflict in your life or for yourself anymore. It's not fair to you or anybody around you. So really look at what those thoughts that come in that hurt you. Is it your thoughts? Is it somebody else's opinions? What is it that you need to close up? So this is definitely an inner work kind of week. I do appreciate this for earth signs, because when we get the Cancer energy, you're going to be feeling the feels, and you earth signs take everything so personally and from like the ground up, like what foundation it had. So if something rocked your boat, work through it and find out what you learn from it, what you can let go of, so you can put an end to it, right? An end to that cycle, an end to that cycle, okay? Because it's not worth the conflict. Okay, all right? Fire signs. 3 of Pentacles. This is you working. You are a teamwork, team player kind of energy. So you might be teaming up with some others this week. Really thinking of ideas. I'm getting work vibes for sure for these fire signs. So really put your heads together. Maybe you're going to meet great collaborators for a new project. It's all about new, right? It's that new cycle. What do you want to create? This is a new beginning. Is there an old idea you had that you want to bring back? Sorry, I got tongue twisted. Because this is the energy for that. So feel it out, think about it, and just really put things like paperwork. Don't sign any contracts yet. Mercury retrograde right now is not the time. Saturn retrograde, not quite the time, especially the two together. So just get ideas flowing. It feels really good. So team effort, I like it. Okay, fire signs. Ready, water? Water signs. Oh, Page of Wands. This is a new, passionate beginning, new endeavor. New idea that got sparked where you're like, I can't keep doing the old, it's time for something new. So it's pages are new energies. So this is a new idea, new beginning, new person, something that really sparks your passion and your interest, and it gets you just excited about everything. So hello, water signs. This week is energized. You will be celebrating. I know you will. And all those cups, yeah, this is you guys. In your watery selves. So you're celebrating, you're excited. This is great. I love it. That Cancer energy we have too. Woo, you're feeling it. You're getting flared up. You're excited. I like it. Okay, ready? Last but not least, air signs. 3 of Wands. What have you been looking out for? New ideas, new beginnings, new opportunities? Of course you have. A cycle is ending. It's something new, right? And with this is telling us that your ships are coming in. So you've been looking for new things, and it's finally going to show up. So that idea is going to come in, that person, that place, that thing that you keep waiting for, that new beginning, that new spark for. Well, here it is. So the beginning week of June is like everything's showing up because you're allowing that cycle to end. So good for you, because you need to keep your hand out, your eyes open, and keep looking out to the future. You can see he's kind of looking out into the horizon there. It's like, what's really ahead? Because nothing's behind you that's going to matter in the, you know, the mirror in the car, right? Like, we're not doing the rear view mirror is what I'm trying to say. So Mercury retrograde is hitting me, okay? Don't judge. So anyways, so really keep your outlook strong, and literally things are coming in, and it's very fiery and passionate, so it's something you're really interested in, okay? All right, air signs. This is a great week though. New beginnings, healing, completion, cycles ending, celebrations. Get out of your head, let that conflict go. Is it worth it? Probably not. So you'll get some insight into that, okay? So until next week.